morning, everyone. How's everybody doing? Fantastic. It's good to see everybody this morning. It's good to see everybody. Say, I'm blessed. You are blessed. Say it one more time. Say, I'm blessed. You are blessed. You are blessed. It's not just something we say that we hope to get there. You know, it's like, oh, I'm going to say it till I get there. I'm going to say, I'm blessed till you get there. You are blessed. You actually are blessed. You're branded blessed. It's just like, I was trying to think of a good example. It's like, like a Nike shoe. Like a Nike, when it's got that swoop on it, it's branded a Nike shoe. It's not hoping to be a Nike shoe. It is a Nike shoe. You're branded blessed. God says it in Deuteronomy. He says, you are blessed. You are blessed coming in and you are blessed going out. You are blessed in your home. You are blessed in your work. You are blessed in the city. You are blessed in the field of your life. Your family is blessed. Your efforts are blessed. And everything you set your hand to is blessed. Say amen. All right. Let's sing this morning. Wonderful, so wonderful is your unfailing love. Your love has spoken mercy over me. No eye has seen, no ear has heard, no heart could fully know how glorious, how beautiful you are. The beautiful one I love, the beautiful one I adore. So powerful, your glory fills the skies. Your mighty works displayed for all to see. The beauty of your majesty awakes my heart to sing. How marvelous, how wonderful you are, beautiful one. Wonders anew. You've captured my heart with this love, and nothing on earth is as beautiful as you. Do that again. You opened my eyes to these wonders anew. You've captured my heart with this love, and nothing on earth is as beautiful.
Thank you, and good morning, everybody. It's so good to see all of the faces here in this space with us, and to know that there are many more who are joining us right now online. And I just wanted to express my gratitude to all the people who have just surrounded and enfolded me in prayer. I know I was a little bit of a mess last week, and thank you for allowing me to be that. Sometimes You know, even your spiritual leaders are in this human life and navigating this. And thankfully, I think today I'm a little bit on more solid ground, and I'm trying to follow the words of wisdom from Mary that she dropped into my head this week when I was having a moment and railing against life and saying how it wasn't fair and I didn't want to do this and when I just allowed myself to finally get quiet for a moment, this is what I got. Suck it up, buttercup. This is the way it is. That wouldn't have been my normal thought. So I just am believing that it somehow was sent to me through those spiritual ethers. So I'm doing my best to follow that directive. And I'm grateful that you're here, grateful for the people who may just be discovering us, and hope that what you experience and just the real heart and soul of this community will speak to you, and you'll want to come and be an active part of it. And we'd love to connect with you. If you haven't yet shared information with us, you can go to centerofunity.org and click on the Connect tab, or there's also, if you're here in person, a little card that you can fill out. You can bring that up at the offertory time and allow that to be your gift to us today. We don't inundate you typically with a lot of emails, but we would love to keep you apprised of the many different activities that go on here in our ministry. And one of those activities, the genogram coming up, I'm going to talk a little bit more of that later, is really about living into this purpose that we have agreed to, which is to do all that we do with that purpose in mind, which is transforming lives and inspiring people to make a positive difference in the world. So I just invite you and to join with me as we once again affirm that is who we have come here to be. Let's speak it together. Transforming lives and inspiring people to make a positive difference in the world. And we're going to do that now we're going to sing again.
It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise, pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you only. Here we go. You give life. You give life. You are love. You bring light to the darkness. You give hope. You restore every heart that is broken. Great are you, Lord. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise, pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you only. All the earth will shout your praise, our hearts will cry, these bones will sing. Great are you, Lord. And all the earth will shout your praise, our hearts will cry, these bones will sing. Great are you, Lord. And all the earth will shout your praise, our our hearts will cry, these bones will sing. Great are you, Lord. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise, pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you only. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise, pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you only.
Good morning. I'm Elaine. This is June. We're part of your care team, and we'll be available after the service in the room to my left to pray with you for any needs. The word for today is prosperity. My prosperity is unlimited. I claim my good now.
After King Darius hauled an unbitten Daniel from the lion's den, the king wrote to other nations to praise the divine power that delivered this Hebrew prophet by taming hungry beasts. Overcome by divine goodness, Darius prayed for abundant prosperity among the people of the ancient world. Today, the lions I face may be rising prices when shopping and greater costs for basic needs. Even in that den of apparent lack, my prosperity is unlimited. In prayer, I claim my good, grateful to live in an abundant universe. I pray that cooperative interaction with others who are seeking their own prosperity brings an end to poverty and establishes world peace. I claim prosperity for myself and all others.
Then King Darius wrote to all peoples and nations of every language throughout the whole world. May you have abundant prosperity. Daniel 6:25.
And as we have our healing prayer today, just join with me in surrounding and enfolding Jim Little and Becky and their family, as I sent out a church-wide email this morning to let you know that their daughter, his daughter Melinda, had made her transition this week. So that's another really difficult loss, and we just want to lift them up with our love and our peace and our comfort, and see and call it in so that we can then send it back out again. And for all the prayer requests that we hold in our ministry, the challenges that people are navigating through, we just enfold them in that same love, in that same awareness of God's abundance of life, in the healing energy to move through any physical, emotional, mental challenges. We stand in the truth that life is eternal. And while we navigate this human journey, we allow that eternal love to be our guide, to be what uplifts and heals and comforts and returns us to that place of peace. And as this music interlude happens, I just invite you to continue to send out love to those who you know and those that we hold in our prayer box. And as you send out that love, also, if you're in a place today where you need it, just receive it for yourself. For there is an abundance, a never-ending supply of that divine energy that we call God, that we experience as love. And so it is, and so we allow it to be. Amen. So there are three masters tasting from a vat of vinegar: Confucius, Buddha, and Lao Tse. The first has a sour look on his face. The second wears a bitter expression. But the third man is smiling. To Confucius, life seemed sour, out of harmony with the way of heaven. Lost was the wisdom of the ancestors and ancient rituals and ceremonies. The way of heaven, he believed, was through these precise steps and actions. For Buddha, life on earth was bitter, filled with attachments and desires that lead to our suffering. The world was a setter of traps, he wrote, and the only path to peace was to transcend this painful world. To Lao Tse, universal harmony naturally exists, and the path to peace is to move in concert with its laws. Our serenity comes when we appreciate, when we can learn from and work with whatever happens in everyday life. From the Taoist point of view, sourness and bitterness come from an interfering and unappreciative mind. One of the most important principles of Taoism is called Pooh, P or apostrophe U, which translates to the uncarved block. And so we're going to look at it through the lens of its namesake, Pooh, P-O-O-H. I'm going to be drawing from materials from the book of The Tao of Pooh by Benjamin Hoff, and this was one that Mary had requested that I do a series around, so it's appropriate that she gets to experience this with us from her expanded perspective. The author writes that the principle of the uncarved block is that things in their original simplicity contain their own natural power. Power that is easily spoiled and lost when that simplicity is overridden by the mind. We're going to take a little look at how this plays out in the world of Winnie-the-Pooh.
It's a funny thing how everything looks the same in the mist.
He's right, Piglet. It's the very same sand pit.
I think so too, Pooh. Well, it's lucky I know the forest so well, or we might get lost. Well, come on, follow me.
Now, Pooh was getting tired of seeing the same sandpit, and he suspected it of following them about. Because whichever direction they started in, they always seemed to end up at it.
Rabbit?
Yeah?
Say, Rabbit, how would it be if, as soon as we're out of sight of this old pit, we just try to find it again?
Well, what's the good of that?
Well, you see, we keep looking for home, but we keep finding this pit. So I just thought that if we look for this pit, we might find home.
I don't see much sense in that. If I walked away from this pit and then walked back to her, of course I should find it. I'll prove it to you. Wait here.
So Pooh and Piglet waited in the mist for Rabbit. And they waited, and waited, and waited. And all the while, Pooh's thoughts kept returning to his honey pots at home.
What was that, Pooh?
My tummy rumbled. Now then, come on, let's go home.
But, Pooh, do you know the way?
No, Piglet, but there are 12 pots of honey in my cupboard, and they have been calling to my tummy.
They have?
Yes, Piglet. I couldn't hear them before because Rabbit would talk. I think I know where they're calling from, so come on, we'll just follow my tummy.
Well, they walked off together, and for a long time, Piglet said nothing, so as not to interrupt Pooh's honeypots. And sure enough, as the mist got thinner, and just when Piglet began to know where he was...
Hey, hello there, you two blokes. Where have you been?
We've been trying to find our way back home.
Pooh, I don't think Rabbit's splendid idea worked.
Say, where is old Long Ears anyway?
He must still be missing in the mist.
Well, leave it to me. I'll bounce him out of there. TTFN, ta-ta for now.
You know, oftentimes our mind wants to take over and figures it knows the best way. But rather than relying on the cleverness of Rabbit, Pooh found his way out of the woods by following his inner nature. He called it his tummy, but for us, it's that instinctual place that's there that can always guide us back. He may have been following the honeypots, but he represents that place where we can be when we are following the simplest path in which we're being called. Inner nature is more than just knowing who you are and what's important for you. It's about accepting what is and getting in alignment with it. For Pooh, it was simply his tummy was wanting to guide him home. And when you do, you stop trying to fit square pegs into round holes, whether it's the wrong job or the wrong relationship or the wrong house. You simply accept what is and follow the simplest path to bring you to where you're being called. There are no wrong houses or no wrong relationships or no wrong jobs. There's only those that are wrong for you. So as we contemplate this idea of letting go of the activity of our mind to try and figure things out and just be willing to listen to our inner nature, we're going to get to practice it a little bit this morning. So we're going to go ahead and begin to move into our time of meditation, where we're going to take whatever challenge may be arising in our life right now and see if we can't tap into our own inner nature and allow it to guide us to where we are being called. So if you'll just be willing to close your eyes if that's comfortable, or just focus on some point in the room and become aware of your breath, just allowing it as you notice it to naturally flow in and out of your body. Bringing all of your mind and your heart into this present moment. Letting go of all of the thoughts about challenges that you may have brought with you into this moment. And just simply being present. For it is in the present moment that we can hear within us the right ideas, the right outpicturing of where it is that we're seeking to go. It is through that simple perspective of life that we can begin to see more clearly how to navigate the mists of the challenges that show up. So as you just continue to breathe, I invite you to see if you can't sink that thinking part of you down into your heart space. Imagine that it's moving from your head down into the center of your chest, where it becomes one with that energy of divine love. where it combines so that the wisdom is now discernible to your inner ear, so that you can hear perhaps some other parts of your body speaking to you, or open the mind to see beyond what's happening in this human part of your journey. And into that center, just invite whatever current challenge there is in your life that you're struggling with. Just let it rest in that place and be open. Be open to how it can tap into the simplicity beyond the complexity that it may feel like for us when we're simply mind. And in the quietness, letting go of all the chatter in our own minds, even the sounds that we might hear outside of ourselves, into this place that Jesus called the silence, where he invites us to go in to our inner chamber and shut the door and simply surrender to what is already naturally seeking to arise. We take just a minute or two to rest in that, to be open to receiving beyond our knowing the path home as we rest in the silence. And as you begin to bring your attention back, noticing your breath once again as it naturally flows in and out, aware of your body and the seat that is supporting you, and now hearing the sounds in the room. Just know that you can return to this place that is always the reliable GPS that will guide us as we navigate those times when we feel lost. Taking another deep breath, whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes and return to this time and space. So our inner nature is more than just knowing who you are and what's important to you. It's about, and this is, it's a beautiful synchronicity, and it's really a little bit of vinegar for me because I've been not wanting to do this. It is about accepting what is and getting in alignment with it. That's a really hard thing to do at a human level. There's a lot of things that have happened in my life that I don't want to accept. I don't want to be okay with this. I want them to go back to the way they were. And yet, I know that my elongated suffering will happen the longer I resist simply accepting what is. Birds don't tend to spend much time underwater, and fish don't strive to fly up in a tree. They accept the nature of who they are and how they are to be in the world. The challenge with humans is many times our big brains. Inner nature, when we rely upon it, can't be fooled, and yet many people do not look or listen or even willing to accept what comes from that inner guidance. They have little respect at times for embracing what's happening in the moment. They are always in that struggle to change. And in that struggle, oftentimes find suffering. Another Taoist principle is called the way of reliance. And it starts with recognizing who we are by accepting what we have to work with, by knowing what works best for us, and then being willing to allow that to be what guides our way. This includes understanding those parts of us that we may not like. The parts of us that we don't want to accept are part of our human nature. So instead of trying to ignore or to deny or to eliminate them, we can point to our weaknesses or our unpleasant tendencies and move them in a different direction. Often the easiest way to get rid of a minus, the book says, is to make it a plus, to put it in service to our ongoing journey. And sometimes those very tendencies that you dislike, whether it's in you or in someone else, can show up in the right way at the right time to save a life somehow. Let's look at how that story continues to unfold.
Meanwhile, Rabbit was still wandering around in the mist. By now, he was lost and bewildered. And to make matters worse, his mind was beginning to play tricks on him.
What's that? Oh. Oh! Piglet! Ah! Hello, Rabbit.
Tigger, but you're supposed to be lost.
Oh, Tiggers never get lost, bunny boy.
Never get lost.
Of course not.
Oh, no.
Come on, Rabbit. Let's go home. Hang on. Ah!
So they started back, and Rabbit was now a humiliated rabbit, a lost and found rabbit. And oh, why do these things happen to me, Rabbit?
Rabbit had tried to lose Tigger in the woods. He thought that was the way he could get rid of something that really annoyed him, that he really didn't want to have as part of his day-to-day interactions, so that he perhaps would become a small and sorry Tigger who bounced no more. And yet, in his cleverness, All he did was got everyone else lost, especially himself. Everyone but Tigger, that is. And in the end, he proved to be what was actually going to save Rabbit. An important point to remember whenever we think we need to unbounce something out of our lives, that we cleverly think that we have a way that we can get rid of whatever it is that annoys us and we don't want to accept. Each one of these characters in the 100 Acre Wood reflects a different aspect of our own minds and hearts. Tigger is that unbounded enthusiasm. Piglet shows up as hesitation and sometimes even fear. Rabbit is that calculating part of our minds, and Owl likes to just simply pontificate his wisdom. Pooh just is. His simple mind that embraces what is and allows his inner nature to lead the way. May we all find the serenity and peace of Pooh in our own journey back to the 100 Acre Wood.
Christopher Robin and I walked along under branches lit up by the moon, posing our questions to Owl and Eeyore as our days disappeared too soon. But I've wandered much further today than I should, and I can't seem to find my way back to the woods, so help me if you can. I got to get back to the house at Pooh Corner by one. You'd be surprised, there's so much to be done. Like count all the bees in the hive, chase all the clouds from the sky. Back to the days of Christopher Robin and Pooh. Winnie-the-Pooh doesn't know what to do. He's got a honey jar stuck on his nose. He came to me asking help and advice, and from here no one knows where he goes. So I sent him to ask of the owl if he's there, how to loosen the jar from the nose of a bear. Help me if you can. I've got to get back to the house at Pooh Corner by one. You'd be surprised, there's so much to be done. Like count all the bees in the hive and chase all the clouds from the sky. Back to the days of Christopher Robin and Pooh. It's hard to explain how a few precious things seem to follow throughout all our lives. After all said and done, I was watching my son sleeping there with my bear by his side. So I tucked him in, I kissed him, and as I was going, I swear that old bear whispered, "Boy, welcome home." Believe me if you can, I'm finally come back to the house at Pooh Corner by one. You know there's so much to be done, like count all the bees in the hive and chase all the clouds from the sky. Back to the days of Christopher Robin, back to the ways of Christopher Robin, back to the days of Pooh.
We're going to be playful this month, can you tell? We're going to do our best anyway. And I will say that as I was stepping down, and I try and, I'm not one that loves to go clap, clap, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I heard Mary say, we just had this conversation a couple weeks ago. She said, listen, I get, but when people clap, you need to receive it. So I thank you for that. And then I go like this, but no, don't. She's like, quit doing that. I'm like, I'm trying. Well, it is our opportunity now to share of our financial gifts and ties with this community. And I did want to share, as we're preparing to do that the birthday banquet team has decided to cancel our annual birthday banquet, which was set to be coming up on October 4th. I know I personally, I do not have the bandwidth to do it right now with everything else going on. And as this was one of our main fundraisers that we had planned to help reduce or pay off our line of credit, I just want to invite you to consider that if you've been planning on buying a ticket or donating an item to the silent auction, that you might give that as a gift to help reduce the loan payment, and just be sure and designate it. So in a moment, the ushers are going to invite you to come up row by row, and you can place your gift that you're offering today in the large basket, and then receive an affirmation to bless you this week. And even if you give electronically, or this is not your Sunday to share, just come and add your energy. Come and experience, if you're able, to be in that flow of giving and receiving as we join and bless what we offer today, and we'll speak it together. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, Father, Mother, God. Thank you. So I'm going to offer your center update today, and for those who don't receive our church emails, I just wanted to make sure you're aware that the Celebration of Life for Mary will be here at Center of Unity on Saturday, September 13th at 2 p.m., followed by a reception. We're calling it Vegan in her honor, Vegan Sweets and Snacks. So there will be an opportunity if you want to participate in that, and we'll certainly need some help in setup and cleanup. So no, that's more information will be coming about that. But I have printed that email, and there's a few copies available in the foyer for people who maybe don't receive it that way and want to have the details of that information. And know that we will be live streaming the service on both Facebook and YouTube for those who are unable to attend in person, and it stays out there. So, you know, if you are out of town that weekend, you can always go and watch it later. I received so many people offering their prayers of support and wanting to help, and I'm very grateful for all of that. And thinking about that, a lot of people kept thinking that they could come in and help in the office. And honestly, we've kind of got that covered, with the exception of just you being aware that you need to call before you just show up. If you're coming and you want to see me or need some other support, our regular office hours may not be exact over the next coming weeks as we figure this out. I was here every day last week, but the times I'm here and what that looks like may shift and change. So please call if you are wanting to come into the church during the week. And I also, and this is my last thought that showed up in my mind, and I believe it was from Mary. She's like, all these people want to help. You need to strike while the iron's hot. It's like, you're right, I do. So we have some sign-up sheets back there of ways that we could use some support, that I could use some support right now. And some are monthly volunteer positions, others are kind of one-time things. So I would just invite you, if you're wanting to see how that might work for you, to just go back there and sign up. If you're unsure, just sign up and I'll reach out as situations arise that we could use some additional support. And we do have two big activities coming up that it would help me to not have to worry too much that people are doing what they're supposed to do and signing up if they're going to attend. The first is coming up in a couple weeks. It's what we're calling the genogram activity that will be facilitated by the Reverend Doctors Gary and Jane Simmons, who are the authors of Eye of the Storm and the creators of the Quantum Living Process, and also the Integral Ministry Program, which I was a part of for a year. It's going to be on a Friday evening, starting at 6:30, and then for about 2 hours, and then Saturday morning. It'll be a half a day Saturday morning, starting at 9:30. We will have childcare available, and this is open to anyone who considers Center of Unity their spiritual home, even if you've only been here a couple weeks, but this feels like the place that you want to continue to be a part of. You don't have to be a member to come for this, and this is a collective activity that's going to be instrumental in helping us chart the future course of this community. So you can sign up online, and right now I think spirit groups, I'm going to talk about those too. I've got those sign-up sheets back there. I don't think they're ready online yet. But you can sign up, or if it's easier, just go back there and sign up on the genogram activity if you're going to be with us. And we're also launching spirit groups in a couple weeks. On Sunday, the 7th, Jane Simmons will be sharing the message with us today. She'll be introducing this idea based on her book, You Can't Sleep Through Your Awakening. And that's going to be our spirit group series, and we have a number of different groups that we have available for those who want to go deeper. We're also offering, Jennifer Farmer is going to be offering a spirit group on moving through your healing journey, how you navigate loss. So if that seems to be appropriate right now for those people who may need some extra support. I'm also going to be on Sundays right after church offering a We Space group, which is a practice where we begin learning how to move from the me to this we, and also begin to tap into how do we experience that we through our own sacred wisdom. So it's a practice that I've been working with the board. We've done this. We did an 8-week session of this. So I can only take 10 people. So if that's something that you're interested in doing, we'll do some more of it as time goes on. As well, we've got a Zoom that's going to be a Zoom group during the week and an evening discussing this. And Adult Sunday School also is an opportunity if you want to just be able to explore deeper what we're talking about on Sunday mornings. So you can sign up at the back there if that's simpler, or look and go online and sign up there. And we're just grateful for the ways that we continue to move forward and just encourage everyone to be a part, to be an active part of all of these activities that we're offering that will be the center of where we're going with Center of Unity. So that's it for me. What are we going to do next? Oh, announcements.
Here's what's coming up at Center of Unity. Join Norma Crawford and others online every Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. for the Metaphysical Bible Interpretation class, where we refocus our attention on the good that God is making available to us now. Each class is self-contained. The Zoom ID is on the screen, or you can access it from the website or the COU app. Help us support our neighbors in need. Bring non-perishable, shelf-stable food items to Fellowship Hall by the last Sunday for the Grace Food Pantry. Healthier options like low-sodium, low-sugar, and high-fiber foods are especially appreciated. Please remember to check those expiration dates. Want to discuss today's message in more detail? Then join us in person or online next Sunday at 9:30 a.m. for Adult Sunday School, where there's always an interactive and lively discussion. The Zoom ID is on the screen, or you can access it from our website or the COU app. There are multiple ways you can make a donation to Center of Unity. You can drop your donation off at the church, mail it to our P.O. Box, visit our website, or use the COU or Venmo app. Your continued support is greatly appreciated.
Thank you for joining us this week. We will see you each back next week, and we're going to let our kids in. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
All right, good morning, everybody, as the last little bit straggles in. Okay, so the kids are back out to their regular curriculum, and Miss Riley, we were talking about, not diversity, we were talking about our family and uniqueness, so it was diversity. So why don't you share what you have there?
Today, I made a shield, and it has 3 favorite things I like to do in the future.
All right.
So today, I learned 2 things. First, we had 3 people that we really admire, and we put down traits, 5 traits for each. For me, I put my dad, and I put smart, brave, resilient on an index card, and it was what we aspired to be. So I aspire to be.
I'm sure it's been a crazy week for a lot of people, and with the traits, I put my sister. This week has been crazy. A lot of changes have been made. Sometimes I catch myself wanting to go back to sleeping until 12 o'clock in the morning. But don't look back, because it's a whole new beginning.
So after church today, we're gonna do a car wash and to raise money for the Unity. Yeah. So, yes. Please join us.
And it will, start on this side of the church in the parking lot and come around, and then they'll be on a love offering. Oh, Henry, you wanted to share? Okay. So either cash or they have a QR code, and just make sure you make a notation in there on the comments that says car wash. So that way, whoever is dividing all that up will know, since we don't have Mary. So, all right, yes, here.
I woke up at 12 o'clock in the morning. It was really funny that I had a weird dream.
Oh, okay. All right. All right, thank you.
I often wake up at 12 o'clock in the morning and think, what do I do now? Now I'm awake. All right, why don't we go ahead and stand up together? We're going to join hands and do our peace song.
So we go into this week knowing our prayer for protection. We'll do it as a call and response. The light of God surrounds us.
I am the light of God.
The love of God enfolds us.
I am the love of God.
The power of God protects us.
I am the power of God.
The presence of God watches over us.
I am the presence of God.
Together, wherever we are, God is, and all is well.